Welcome to NASCAR Race Hub on a Monday. The show presented by Ram Trucks. Guts, Glory, Ram. Danielle Trotta's here. I'm Adam Alexander. America's crew chief, Larry McReynolds. And we're happy he's all in one piece after that hard hit on Saturday night.
A little tender right now still.
Regan
Easy
Smith
there.
is here.
One of the hardest hits you've taken, right?
Definitely. In my career, that was...
A proud moment for the two team for sure. Now back-to-back wins. Brad Keselowski leading 75 laps en route to his fourth victory on the season. We show you the top 10 finishers here. Note, half of the top 10 finishers are Chevy drivers, although the manufacturer has never won a cup race at Kentucky. Martin Truex Jr., probably the class of the field, likely could have won the race had it not been for the pit road incident. Adam, he led 46 laps. He would go on to finish 10th. Wow, for once we actually see young guns racing like the rookies they are. Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney having a tough time Saturday night in Kentucky. Regan, show us how this incident all got started on lap 88.
Yeah, and let's make sure we point out that it wasn't just those two that had a tough time. There was veterans that were having a tough time at Kentucky. That was a difficult track, difficult tire combination on that track, and it challenged everybody. We'll go ahead and start the clip right here.
In turn two, Ryan Blaney running 6th, Chase Elliott 4th.
Right, and I want to stop it here because what happens here is Chase Elliott actually gets...
Brad Keselowski goes back-to-back. He's the star of NASCAR Race Hub tomorrow. He'll be here breaking down his 3rd career victory at Kentucky. And if you look at those wins, 2012, 2014, and Saturday night, each win has been distinctly different. Same track, different circumstances, none more difficult than this past weekend, where the only thing certain was the high degree of difficulty. Here's
up, and it puts him in a little bit of a situation. We're going to go a little bit further forward with this clip here. When he gets to the back straightaway, he gets into a situation where he has had to check up and lose all of his momentum because of that little hiccup that happened back there. Well, 3 wide at Kentucky this weekend, it's not going to work.
No good.
It's a bad situation right there. That's where the wreck actually started. We'll go a little bit further forward here. Now we see him getting off into turn 3.
Tight racing 3 wide.
Tight racing 3 wide. 2 wide was very difficult to do. Very tough spot for any driver to be in, and I don't know that you can get out of that.
So perhaps Chase came down just a wee bit, but you're saying because of the situation Ryan Blaney put himself in, really a no-win.
Well, he didn't put himself in that situation. That's just how it worked out. They ended up see him get loose early on in that corner, and that was happening all weekend long at Kentucky. You were getting loose early on. We'll point out one more time here. I'll stop it. This gray line before they even wreck, we see Chase trying to keep his right sides below that gray line. So it was a bad situation all the way around.
He kept saying the gray is bad. Luckily, his playoff position still good. Right now, Chase Elliott in. Ryan Blaney has dropped out right now, showing in the 19th position. Adam. 4 wins at this halfway point of the season. Pretty perfect place for Brad Keselowski to sit, Larry. But that smirk on his face, playing a little cat and mouse. Carl said he played it perfectly. As soon as he got to him, he stood on the gas. Do you think he had a little bit more in the tank than he was letting on?
Not until he flipped that switch, because that was 71 laps, Danielle, and his confidence right now, because remember, a dismal year last year. They only had 1 win total. And you think about, 4, only repeat winner in the last 10. And remember, most of our tracks in the chase are at a 1.5. His last 19 starts at a 1.5-mile racetrack, 18 top 10 finishes.
Okay, crew chief, so help me out a little bit. You talk about flipping the switch. We saw him give the old DW wiggle there to shake around some fuel. How impressed are you with some of the things that Brad had to do down the stretch to make it?
Well, we know they are...
Ouch. A little bit of a hurtin' put on Joey Logano, Brad Keselowski's teammate. Let's remind you guys.
You know, I played with the kids in the pool yesterday. I think I forgot I was 57 years old. I've got some parts hurting that I didn't know I owned.
I'm going to put my vote with the fans. I think it's Joe Gibbs right now.
Yeah, but see, 7 of the first 12 races, right? JGR won, but none in the last 6. To Larry's point, Penske's won 3. So if we say right now
let me say this,
it's hard to not argue for Penske.
1 on a package we won't see again. 1 was a fuel mileage race. 1 at a plate.
There's no asterisks by a win.
Okay, no asterisks. Throwing it out there.
They still have the trophies.
Gibbs that wins the poll at 34%.
Way to go, Regan.
We have one more Connect Live debate, right?
Yeah, we do. But first, let's hear from a driver that had a great run this weekend, Ryan Newman with Andrew Dowd.
The best one. It just seemed like you could at least predict a little bit about what your car was doing. The aero package made it more challenging. The harder tire made it more challenging, yes, but in terms of repays, they did a nice job.
5th night race of the year. Your thoughts, Larry?
Yeah, I mean, outside were exciting, and then obviously the drama of a lot of big names having problems.
Tremendous amount of incidents. Tied a record 11 cautions. We'll recap the race in just a moment. Kicking off, though, on this Monday with your... I don't know how he feels. Just ask him.
He's going to tell you.
Or maybe not.
Dale Jr. saying not fun. So many variables going into this race, guys. Made it a big unknown. I'm not sure if the blame game, though, to Goodyear, NASCAR, or Kentucky Speedway is necessarily fair.
Yeah, I mean, Goodyear's off guard. I talked to his owner this morning, Tommy Baldwin, which led to some cooked tire beads, is there was a lot of brake usage for a 1.5 mile track. I saw rotors glowing early in that race. In fact, Joey Logano and Casey Mears actually broke brake rotors, so really caught everybody off guard.
Much brake in the races I was to practice. Every car out there was glowing rotors. It looked like a short track race, and that's rare for any 1.5 miles.
If we run this package next year at places like Indianapolis and Pocono, that's going to be the challenge because of the brakes, because the straightaway speed is so fast with that little bitty spoiler on the rear of the car.
But quickly, that's what I was going to ask. Yes or no, new rules package, we're heading in the right direction. Question, more to come. When we the hottest in NASCAR right now. Who's on the top of the mountain? The choice is below. Voting open now. Where are you guys going? Leading off the paces, Joe Gibbs Racing, 36%. But we could make a case for Penske right now. They're a close second.
Yeah, if you say right now, I don't know how you would not say Penske. They've won 3 of the last 4 races. They have 5 wins.
And he's won there, so that's a good thing. Connect Live question number 2 includes Ryan Newman. He's got a 106-race winless streak. So which driver breaks his winless streak first? Here are your choices. Boyer, Biffle, Bain, the Rocket Man, Ryan Newman, or Jamie McMurray, who was much improved over the weekend at Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean, I have to be honest. I don't see any of these.
Of experience, he's a veteran. He's good at most tracks. I mean, I don't know that he's got a weak spot when it comes to tracks, so I'm going to go with Biffle.
And his crew chief, Brian Patty, can pull a rabbit out of a hat. We've seen it before.
Sat on the pole at Daytona, back-to-back top 10s. I like where you're going with the Biff, but the fans, guys, they're going Ganassi. They think Jamie McMurray, and doesn't he always win the big races, and we have Indy right around the corner, so you never know. Nobody sees sports.
You know, that was actually an upgrade because the year before we did the Wizard of Oz theme on Halloween, and I was Glinda the Good Witch. Now, I know I look ridiculous in tights, but you ought to see me with long blonde hair and a pink dress. I look like a real idiot, more so than normal.
A lot of candles on the old AA cake. Huh?
Can you believe, though, that 2016 is absolutely halfway over?
Halfway older, and Adam...
This guy always takes it right back to the
He does, right?
Happy birthday.